Turning now to our weather, heavy gusts are kicking up dust across our valley. Here's a live look outside right now where we are currently under a dust advisory. As you can see, the visibility outside is pretty low right now. We have team coverage for you. Action News anchor Don Guevara is standing by, bearing the windy conditions. But first, let's head on over to meteorologist Carlo Falco with the latest on what we can expect heading into this evening. Carlo.
Well, basically what we're just going to see is these winds continue to ramp up. You can see over top of I-15 right now just how bad the visibility is. So if you are heading out, add some extra time to your commute because it's pretty thick out there. And winds are very strong as well. We can show you what's going on weather-wise, and basically winds just going like crazy over top of the strip right here. We do have some high wind warnings. There's a wind advisory in effect for Las Vegas. High wind warnings up towards the north and west, and dust storm warnings in effect as well, of course, for that blowing dust. This is what we're seeing right now. 22-mile-an-hour sustained winds in Las Vegas, gusts over top of that to even 40, 50 miles an hour. And we're going to see this front start to roll our direction, and that's really going to kick those winds up. So we're going to expect winds to peak right around 50 miles an hour, right around 6 p.m. Then they'll calm down, but come right back as we get later in the overnight hours into the early morning. I'll have more details on when this wind will finally subside in Weather First.
All right, Carlo, thank you. And our team coverage continues right now. Thousands of people here in our valley are suffering through all of the wind. Action News anchor Don Guevara is live at Desert Breeze Park with a look at what people are going through today. Don, this is horrible if you have allergies.
Yeah, Tricia, and if you can, right now the wind is really picking up, and I want you to look behind me. Just within the last minute, we have been watching this dust storm come over Summerlin and the mountains over at Mount Charleston. Before we could see it, right now you can, as you see all this dust coming in from the north. And this is exactly what people have been talking about who are suffering from allergies. Let's get to some of the video. You heard Carlo talk about those high winds, as high as 50 in some points and 55 in the mountains. And we talked to an allergist today who said all these particles and particulates that are in the air, this is really doing a number on people who suffer from allergies, and doctors' offices are getting a number of people coming in trying to find some kind of relief from everything that's being kicked up by the wind. Listen.
It's not just allergens in the air, because this time of the year now we have a big increase in pollen, especially now beginning olive pollen season. But the dust is really a big problem, and especially fine particulate dust, which gets deep into your respiratory tract.
Here's the advice from doctors. They say, I mean, it's easier said than done. They say if you can avoid it, stay inside, close your windows. But for those of us who have to be in the outdoors, go to work, pick up your kids from school, they say if you do have to be outdoors, when you do get home, make sure that you take a shower so you can wash off all the dust and anything else that would have blown on you from all of these heavy winds. Reporting live, I'm Don Guevara, Channel 13 Action News.
Good advice. Thanks, Don. And remember, we want to see pictures of the wind blowing through your neighborhood. Be sure to send your pictures to icontribute@ktnv.com or post them on Facebook, Twitter, using the hashtag IC13, and you may see one of them on one of our newscasts.